Go. Sorry, we Crazy Wabbit, it was not you, it was me. When you come back, I'll explain. We're getting there. No, it's cool that you're back. I actually did not plug in the USB, so I didn't have my audio coming through. So it was a me problem, not a you problem. But I appreciate you making the assumption that it was you, even though it was me kind of goofing it up over here, trying to get set up and go too fast this morning, I guess. Plus, it's kind of what I should say is I'm fortunate that OBS decided to connect to the USB, the TX6 over here, and not just ignore it. It does do that sometimes. I had not intended. Yeah, it popped right on in because I plugged the USB right in. Wasn't intending for this to come in at a lower octave. Do I dig it? Maybe it's fine. We'll stick with it for now. Let's just double this up right away. Let's get into hats. Let's try and get, first of all, timing correct. I'm going to swing this a little bit. 56-ish, maybe. Because this is not, I guess it doesn't matter what pad I play on this one because it's not tuned. It must just, maybe it's just all noise. All right, I'm gonna fill some rolls in and then put probability on some of this. I wanna make sure, I think we're so far away. All right, we'll just go up one. Oh no, hit the wrong pad. Gotta make sure if I'm gonna do this. All right, so what I'm trying to do is kind of take what I was doing yesterday, probably go with just instruments, try and get like some more probability going. And all right, from here, I can go in, grab probability, and we can take these down. Let's keep it going to, I don't know, say like around 45. Let's even pull these down just so we don't have it always going. We'll get like some change up in rhythms. Go back to kick. Let's do we want ghost notes in here? I don't know if that was very good timing, but let's bring velocity down on these. Take velocity down on these two. Yeah, don't think that's very responsive to velocity. Sounds a little different, but maybe we need to pull them down even further. Now it just sounds like it's choking it. I guess it's too much. Do the same thing for here. That. Well, I'll eyeball it, get it close. Pull it down. I don't know if I want probability on the ghost notes or not. Maybe just on the last two. Can't even tell if I grabbed them. All right, we'll grab probability. I should have done that first. Let's keep it at like 75. It'll make it sound a little weird sometimes, depending on what order they trigger in. Okay, I can do this. I gotta be careful not to... I think it's... No, it's playing both at the same time. All right, so... We can get... We can add like a little... It sounds like there's a... maximum. Maybe here. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it right now. We'll come back. Let's add in... Let's start looking at bass. I know yesterday I went for just like a droning bass, but let's see what we can get in maybe sub bass. Sounds too similar. Sub bass. Let's go to the top and work our way down. I usually go. That's fun. Not quite right. I'm gonna do something a little different, I think. Transpose this back. I don't know if I'll have room to fit this in for what I want to do. Where are we? I'll nudge it into place. Or not. I'll draw a whole bunch in the way. All right, that's fine. Do we want a mother ducker? Dynamics. Mother ducker input. Cool. Mother ducker. Probably a little too much. Sounds a little weird. We'll come back to it. Put some FM going. Definitely need to nudge these into place. Nah, I won't be able to get away with that. Should be lower. Snare just a tiny bit. Excuse me. I don't know, I was going for a guitar sound, I think, but ended up liking the pad here. I would phrase it, sure, brave enough to give it a try. I would also just say willing to make mistakes and go for, if I like them, just move on and go with it. So I don't know. I think part of it's just try stuff, see what happens. You don't always have to have something in mind. I'm probably not gonna like Jura here, but We'll give it a try. I like the first one. I kind of like that. I don't know. I dig that. It's like, so it's not over the top, so I don't need to filter it so much. We're gonna go, probably not use the filter for much other than, let's try resample. I think Bit Crush will be too much. Even like that's like a little too high. I don't. Too much resonance, but it was just trying to figure out if I was close to where I wanted to be. All right, what else do we try and squeeze in here? Well, that was a quick accidental selection. Maybe, I don't know, too high. I didn't land those consistently. So before we do this, let's see. All right. this stuff. That's right. This is like bright lead or whatever. I don't know. There we go. We got room for one more instrument. I don't know. Does anything come to mind? Organ or bells, maybe? I don't know. Let's try. 432, and that one needs to nudge all the way over. Let's see if that works. Just like a little something. They might just be too quiet. See if this ruins it terribly. %103% feedback is, by all accounts, way too much. Stop it. We'll try again. So much delay that even though without the feedback, it still goes. All right, I think we're at the point. Might as well start putting a bit of a sequence together. Yeah, half-hour mark. All right. I'd have, if folks are curious, I would have more time, but between work, my daughter's school, and a bunch of other stuff, just getting the timing for getting these together is a little tough, but making me go a little bit faster, which isn't a bad thing. I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. We're just gonna, instead of worrying about names, let's just go A, go B. Do it. C. We'll do like out to F or G. I know this is like kind of silly, but copy D. That way I'm just not like, I won't be worrying about like what's a drop, build up, main or anything. I mean, I kind of will, but just do what I did yesterday and we'll just kind of feel out some mutes and not be thinking about 100% song structure. Mute. Oh, what is the, what are we, this is just bells. Bells. all the fun cleanup. Let's go. So the thing that's interesting about the bells is if we're in event mute instead of audio mute, I think they're gonna like go for half, if not all the song. So we might even just be able to play it once or twice, which is why I'm thinking it might be a good lead in. Let's go to this stuff. I don't want the lead. No choir. Just trust me, like that's gonna carry us at least 4 bars. So I think we can go in. I think we can mute that, bring in the choir. And I think for the main part, let's just try and let's see how this goes. Yeah, like this is just gonna go. So I think from here we just go to C. Maybe still leave the hats out. We still won't, and I can still hear those bells going. Maybe it's just D, we do them one more time. Maybe we take the pads out. Got bass and stuff. How come I'm always doing this early in the morning? I sometimes can do the afternoon, but for my work, sometimes I get like meetings over lunch and stuff. And right now I'm really trying to push myself to do 1 track a day and just kind of plow through getting myself more comfortable with either issues and figuring out how to work around them or whatever. And I still try and record daily videos to post up, like the In5 stuff. So usually that'll be like a back to back to back. And I just haven't had, like this last week in particular, the last 2 weeks have been a little crazy time-wise for me between work, family, and other stuff. So it's been like just plow through. And like I think I've got currently in the queue 1 more In5 video. So either today or tomorrow, I need to have time to record some more. I actually don't have that many questions out there, like people asking questions. So I might just go do like a 6 or 8 part session where it's like just 5 minutes, like do this part of a track, do this part, and kind of do a breakdown. If I was more thoughtful about it, I'd probably take what I've been doing as these daily things as recordings and kind of peel them apart and replay them. But I don't know, I've been trying out like doing the live streams as a way to kind of do more of a start to finish for a track as well and just kind of see where it goes. So yeah, hopefully that answers you well enough, Dr. I'm assuming that says Dr. Dracula. The text is just small enough with the R. I'm going with Dr. Dracula. So like for me, evenings are usually tough. If I've got my wife and daughter around, they're usually asking me to help them out with stuff. Like my daughter's in midterm season at the moment, so she's been asking to like help her study. And my wife's usually like, "Hey, what are we doing for dinner? What are we cooking?" So, or trying to like help her out or just talking about things for like how the day went and stuff. So, I don't know. I just usually find it's easier for me to focus, to be able to talk, focus, and try and like explain what the heck I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And yeah, I don't know that this transition is going to sound terribly good, but we're going to try. Let's see what going from C to D sounds like. Bringing just the bells back in. I don't think anything's going to carry over. So we get like that echo from the distortion. I think this is way too much of a drop. Maybe it's time to bring the bright lead in. Well, I'm glad you like the morning videos. All right, so right now this is what we have. For E, I think D is a good place to bring the bells in again, just to kind of carry that over. Maybe we are thinking a partial drop. All right, I now need to start. Did I do an F? Okay, I did do an F. So right now that's what we're at. What is interesting to bring back in? I kind of like to have everything going at once for one. So we go, maybe do we do this? Is it this into everything? And then we just start peeling things out? I don't know. Sounds decent enough. It's maybe a little crazy with how much is going on, but F, G, do it, mute. Yeah, I got a few people that I'm friends with or just chat with about music stuff all the time that are in the US, and they're like, why are you doing this at 7 a.m.? Like, I can't catch this. It's too early. And I'm like, well, it's interesting because I get a lot of folks from like Europe and other areas that maybe don't always catch some of the stuff I do day to day. So you never know. It's time to probably dump the bass and the kick. We need like a pencil over there so we can copy sequences as well, but that's just my wish list to make this easier to do. Mute. Yeah, let's just kind of go out. We got to, I think we got 2 bells in a row. I think we want to mute bells here as well, which means on H, we should probably take the lead out. All right, go I, and we're close. Do we take the snares out or leave snares? Let's go out with the distorted choir. I guess we get like a little bit of a fade out. So I guess let's just see how this goes. Record A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We got 2 G's in a row. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I have them different. We'll find out. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, a thing to know, and the reason why I'm not reusing any of these is if you reuse them, it's going to wipe out and mess up your mutes, which is no good. And those bells do some work. Delay Pro just is nuts for some of the default settings. I guess that's fine. It wasn't like anything that I'm a little bit past how long I wanted to go for this. to kind of peel it together. So, a couple thoughts. Let's go to. I'm not going to bother with track automation today. I'm just going to think about. Actually, I should look at. Let's do this. Before I confuse myself and cause myself problems, we're going to go back to song mode. Let's go convert song to sequence. Do it. That gets us that far. Before I have a crisis of having lost everything, we're going to save what we've got here because we got enough that I would be at least a little bit disappointed if I lose it. Today's the 15th. Man, the month is flying. What's the name of this? Crisis. I don't know. I find naming these things the silliest part because I never know what to do, but it's fine. So what I was thinking before we get into output stuff, let's go to mix and just kind of take an eyeball. Am I on the right track? Probably not. Oh, okay. Project wrong. Sequence from song 1. Okay. We're going to just play this, and I want to keep an eye on the mix. I usually try to mix the kick to around and bass to around -9 dB. And then I'll try and like listen to other things around it. Like the bells are way too loud. Man, I'm losing my voice. I know it spikes a little bit above -20, but I think I'm okay with that. Bass is like chugging way too hard. Hey, Bait and Sopo, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hats are too loud. Right lead's probably a tiny bit too far forward. Let's start over from the beginning. Tiny bit too much still where it's peaking. Although as I keep pulling it lower, it's not fading through as much, which maybe is okay. I think the bells need to be a tiny bit higher. It's like everything's kind of noisy a little bit. And I'm being too lazy to go EQ to separate out some more frequency space. All right, I think I'm gonna call it good enough. Let's grab where's my head at? Let's try multi-band filter first. I think baseline follower is not quite what I want. It's giving it a little bit of a phasing. muddying it up too much. I think it's too much. Let's just go grab just a filter. I'm just gonna take a bit off the top here. 10.5 seems good. Little distortion. Flavor Pro, not that extreme. Man, I'm losing my voice big time. I probably could use the low pass filter here a little bit, but instead of the filter that I did before. I think I like the distortion. All right, we're going to stick with cassette. Let's get soft clip around the end here. %, drives quite a bit. I kind of like that setting for this. It might be a little over the top. It's giving those like the delay echoes like a little bit more oomph to it on some of the notes. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. I think I'm about in the call it done for the day. I mean, for 40 minutes, it's not too bad. 40 minutes with technical difficulties even. All right, so we're going to turn the loop off. That'll make that part easy. Let's go back to menu, save, project. We're just going to save it out. Then we'll go save, audio mixdown. There's a good 4 to 8 seconds of reverb tail at the end, so I'm just going to put 8 seconds on the end. I can chop it up on the computer later. We'll go export, save. Because we're not doing any external instruments or anything, this should be super straightforward. I didn't put as much probability in as I was thinking. And I probably, if I had a little bit more time, I probably would have played another track from start to finish and just kind of noodled in some, or maybe used existing tracks and just added in some extra stuff. Using existing tracks can be a problem though, because once you have your track mutes baked into the performance, which is, I mean, that's how I just exported the song from sequences. You're now fighting with the track mutes and you have to turn them on and off and do other stuff. So that can be a pain. I should actually test doing a song mode, or song to sequence without track mutes and see if it just deletes the notes. Because if it does, that's probably the better way to do it instead of fighting it. Let's actually just test that right now. We go back to song mode. If I go convert to sequence, if we go exclude muted tracks, let's see what this looks like. I haven't done this before in firmware 3. Like kick. Or wrong track. I'll look right. All right. Track 13. Okay, so it leaves the gaps. All right, so I should probably start exporting this way, because that way I could then come in and edit this stuff from bar to bar, and or like add in like different fills or something if I wanted to without fighting it. Good to always learn something new every day, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I'm gonna drop now, and maybe if I get some time I will be on later today, or I don't know. I'll try and find some different times, but thanks everybody for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good.